Imagine waking up tomorrow with no alarm, no emails, no meetings, no deadlines, no notifications demanding your attention. You open your eyes, stretch, and ask yourself one simple question: what do I feel like doing today? For almost 300,000 years, this wasn't a fantasy. It was just life. Long before offices, careers, salaries, and job titles, humans lived in a completely different world. There were no resumes to build, no promotions to chase, and no concept of spending most of your life working for someone else. So what did people actually do all day? The answer might completely change how you think about modern life. The biggest myth about prehistoric humans movies love to show prehistoric people fighting for survival every second. Every day is portrayed as a desperate battle against predators, starvation, and the elements. But archaeology paints a surprisingly different picture. One of the most famous studies ever conducted on hunter-gatherers came from anthropologist Richard B. Lee, who spent years studying the Juhonsi people of southern Africa during the 1960s. He carefully recorded how they spent their time. The results shocked researchers. Adults spent only around 15 to 20 hours each week gathering food, hunting, or performing other essential survival tasks. That's roughly 2 or 3 working days, not 40 hours, not 60, certainly not 90-hour work weeks. And this wasn't unique. Researchers studying the Hadza of Tanzania, the Ache of Paraguay, and Aboriginal groups in Australia found remarkably similar patterns. Different continents, different climates, different cultures, the same conclusion. Humans didn't spend every waking moment trying to stay alive. In fact, they had a surprising amount of free time. The bones never lie skeptics often ask, but those are modern hunter-gatherers. How do we know ancient humans lived the same way? The answer is buried underground, literally. When archaeologists compare prehistoric hunter-gatherer skeletons with the bones of the first farmers, a clear pattern appears. Hunter-gatherers were generally taller, better nourished, stronger, less likely to suffer arthritis, less likely to develop cavities. Early farmers, despite inventing agriculture, often looked less healthy. Their skeletons reveal repetitive strain injuries from constant labor. Their diets became heavily dependent on grains, leading to nutritional deficiencies. Many lived shorter lives. Agriculture produced more food, but it also demanded much more work. Then explain this. If survival consumed every waking hour, why did humans spend so much time making beautiful things? Archaeologists keep finding evidence that simply shouldn't exist if ancient people were constantly fighting starvation. Take Chauvet Cave in France. Inside are breathtaking paintings created around 30,000 years ago. Lions, rhinos, horses, rendered with perspective, shading, movement, and astonishing artistic skill. These weren't rushed sketches. Someone spent hours, possibly days, deep inside a cave, illuminated only by firelight, creating masterpieces that nobody needed for survival. Why? Because humans don't just survive, humans create. In South Africa's Blombos Cave, archaeologists discovered shell beads dating back roughly 100,000 years. Each shell had been carefully pierced by hand. The nearest coastline? About 20 kilometers away. Someone made an 80-kilometer round trip simply to collect shells, then spent hours drilling tiny holes through them. Not for food, not for hunting, not for protection, just to wear. Fashion existed long before cities. Music before history. Then came one of archaeology's most incredible discoveries, a flute carved from a vulture bone, roughly 40,000 years old. 5 perfectly positioned finger holes. Its maker clearly understood musical notes and craftsmanship. Imagine that for a moment. Long before written language, before kingdoms, before money, someone sat beside a fire making music. Not because they had to, because music already mattered. So, what did a typical day look like? Picture the morning. The fire from the previous night still glows beneath the ashes. Someone feeds it fresh wood. Breakfast is simple. Leftover meat, fruit, nuts. Roots were gathered the previous day. People eat together. They laugh. They talk. Nobody rushes because nobody is late. Later in the morning, some members of the group decide to hunt. Others gather berries. Some remain behind repairing tools, sharpening spears, weaving baskets, preparing animal hides. There is work, but there are no time cards, no supervisors, No performance reviews. Skill itself is rewarding. Doing something well earns respect.